with the robot? Like
the robot is a mechanical golfer. So he is very good at hitting repetitive shots. So he can hit thousands of shots almost the same. Okay, there's a slight bit of vibration that you might just detect in the video in his arm. That gives him some kind of variation, about 10 yards for a 300-yard shot. But basically we use him to hit things very repetitively that no human could ever quite match.
How much would this robot cost if it went on sale?
If it went on sale, I doubt anyone would buy it on eBay, but when he's new, he's the best part of $100,000,
Wow.
something around that.
So what have you found out from using the robot?
What we found out is that we did a study, for instance, looking at the wind. So if you were doing that with a human, you'd have to take in the human variability, whereas with him, we could look at him hitting consistent shots and seeing how the wind changed things. We've looked at how, if you hit the ball in different places on the club face, you get different reactions. So things that actually, with a human, you just wouldn't be able to do. He can only swing up to around 130 miles an hour. The fastest human can swing quite a lot faster than that, but that basically gives us the ability to hit at the same speed as most modern tour professionals. But it's doing it repetitively that's the advantage.
Why does a golf ball have dimples on the outside?
Why does a golf ball have dimples? Because without dimples it wouldn't fly. So basically the dimples are there to disturb the airflow and to change the turbulent wake to give you lift.
Can you tell us what happens to a golf ball when it's struck by a club?
Yeah, it depends which club. So for a driver that would have something like a 10-degree loft, it's almost hitting it, what we say, normally. The golf ball might, depending on its construction, sort of compress by about 25%. In that time it loses a lot of energy, and in that time also the amount of spin it's going to have is determined. As that ball reforms to its original shape, it leaves the club face, spinning at a given rate, and that tells you exactly where it's going to land apart from the wind.
When a golf ball is in the air, what key things affect its flight?
The initial conditions, so how it leaves the club. So with backspin, it spins back, generates your lift upwards. But if you hit it off centre, that backspin is then around a tilted line. So the backspin's that way and the lift is off to the side. So how much tilt there is on that line will determine how far it flies off to the side. But the wind really affects things. And it's not the wind that's around our height, it's the wind that's about 30 yards up. So professional golfers, and even normal golfers, when you see them, are probably hitting the ball 30 or 40 yards up in the air. And up there, the winds are slightly different from they are at ground level. So when you see golfers throwing a tuft of grass to judge wind's direction, that's just telling them what it's like at ground level. But it's the stuff up at the top of the flight that's more important.
What's your opinion on the Ryder Cup?
It's a very interesting and exciting competition. I think I'm looking forward to seeing it at Glen Eagles.
Do you plan to go?
No, I'm afraid I will be an armchair spectator for it.
So this was Dr. Steve Otto, and I'm Rosie from Digital Ninjas, and I'd like to say thank you very much for letting us interview you.